And in the stairwell, oh, there's our other dog. She's got the glowy eyes. Let me turn the flash off. She doesn't look as evil now. Welcome back to another day, and today we are starting on the last frontier. This is the final frontier of the inside of the house. It's the last room that has not yet been touched. Well, for the most part. We did remove the toilet, and yes, it's been sitting like that since, except I did have a plug in there that I removed. But yeah, we still got the original tile. There's a few things done. I did get into the electrical. But yeah, there's a little bit of repair in here. It's mostly cosmetic. We're not going to get into full sheets of drywall, but there is going to be quite a bit of patch. Once stuff like this comes out, that needs to be patched up. That, of course, you got a bunch of spots like this. And then there's the trim. The big thing to remove is going to be this floor. So for those of you who have been with us for a while, will recall that there are multiple layers of flooring on here. So I have outside a partial sheet of 5/8 OSB and more than enough to finish this floor. So what I might opt to do is just rip it right down to the 1/2 inch subfloor and do that rather than get into more of the linoleum. So we'll see when we get into it, and let's get to it. Oh, that's good. I put the case back on it. So, looks like this subfloor has a seam right here. So I am going to go ahead and try and just lift the whole thing. I just got to get this trim off, and hopefully it just comes right out. clean up this floor, bend this back in shape, and then we'll throw our new subfloor down. So that powder room's looking pretty stripped down now. Having a look in here, and yeah, I got a bucket set up there. I got to pick up the right size faucet, or forget what they're called. Anyway, valves. I got to get the right kind of valve there. This one is leaking a little bit, so I could just got that bucket hooked up there. That'll be a little bit annoying, but I'll take care of that tomorrow. So that leaves us down to the patching, and we got a couple ugly spots to take care of. A little bit of wallpaper left to take out, but this subfloor looks pretty good. That was a nice quick easy job. So that powder room is one of the last three things left to take care of occupancy. The next item is actually the laundry room. So the laundry room needs quite a bit of work. And what I realize as I'm about to start in there is I have to tackle this first. So these are the scary steps that came with it. And the reason I got to tackle it first is because I'm planning to close this in as kind of a finished storage area for Xana. In order to do that, I really want to have these stairs done, because once I close this off with drywall, I'm not going to have access. So some of the things obviously take care of all these nasty spider webs here, but gaps like this, that has to be addressed. This stringer is completely pulled away from the tread. So these are actually not super supported. So it'd be a good idea to get that taken care of sooner than later. And then just replacing the missing risers, tightening things up. And on the step side, just going to clean this right up. Just call it part of the job. I'm going to get all these brown treads off and get this kind of cleaned. Because we've still got all these staples and stuff in here and all this annoying stuff. There used to be, it looks like a shag rug or something on here. So it'll be nice to get rid of that finally. It'll be possible to get this all nice and cleaned up. And I'm not super worried about the condition here, because I'm actually planning to have the risers painted, and then I'm going to have something covering the treads in the end. So that'll be fine. But yeah, let's get this a little more structurally sound. And once that's done, once it's all tightened back up and everything's good to go, we can get the backer in, clean things up a little, and we can get the drywall done in here. So my idea was to have the drywall in the laundry room and the powder room getting done simultaneously. That way, while I got the mud out, I'm getting everything I need to get done. Because before I finish up in the laundry room, I would like as much as possible to get things done kind of in order. Just really helps down the road, keeps things moving fluidly. Rather than, I do a lot of bouncing back and forth. It'd be nice to reduce a little bit of that as much as possible. I'm not worried about finishing the entire basement right now, but getting that laundry room done is definitely a big deal, because what happens is we're going to start putting appliances in there. Washer, dryer, the water softeners, going to start getting heavy, things like that. Once that happens, I'm not going to want to work in here again, because I'll have to empty things out, and I'd like to get the floor done, all that taken care of. So that's what we're working on right now. So once the laundry room and the powder room are done, I do have to get the loose fill insulation. Those are the last three things that have to be taken care of to get our occupancy. Once that's done, we're good to go. We can do whatever we want here. That's pretty cool. So let's get to it. So these steps are already a lot more solid, just like that. Before, some of these treads weren't even recessed in, and you can see these gaps are pretty closed up now. They're within 1/8, which is plenty acceptable. So that's fine by me. So we're going to get these stripped down and cleaned. It's just part of the process. I'd rather wait till later, but I would rather wait till later on a lot of things. Sometimes you're just better to get it done while you're there. So going to get these stripped down. And the reason I really want to have that done right now is I'm going to screw down from the top. I'll fill the holes in later. Or actually, I might cleat them. That might be better. But we're going to get the risers tightened up next. And once that's done, it's going to be a very solid, functional unit. And applying screws to everything is also going to make a bit of a difference as far as stability over time. So we're going to get this done, and then we're ready to throw the backer on for the drywall. And we're going to put the sheets up, mud, and we're going to get the bathroom, the laundry room done all at once. Alright, so this is looking much better already. Yeah, it's not super pretty, but it's getting there. So next step is going to be to close up the risers that are already here, and then hopping around to the other side here. So underneath the treads in this upper corner, I'm going to be adding a cleat, even to the existing ones. That way I can screw back into it and the cleats will be screwed into the tread. That's going to be a lot more solid. And for the missing ones, I'm just going to add a cleat. I'll measure it back and get that in. Once this is all screwed off, we're fine to start framing this in. Just got to do a little knee wall here, and just going to do some backers for drywall, and that's about all we got to do, and then we're good to start hanging some sheets. Alright, so I've been hard at it. I've now got the second coat of mud down and all the tape and corners are up. So here's where we're sitting right now. So this is all looking pretty good in here. I think I can turn on a light. Oh. Bear with me as I figure this out. Oh, there we go. Okay. So yeah, you know, for a place that's not going to get that much attention, it is a lot of work doing these little closets. But yeah, no, it's turning out fine. Nothing wrong with doing a good job, even in a closet. So let's head over here. And in the stairwell, oh, there's our other dog. She's got the glowy eyes. Let me turn the flash off. She doesn't look as evil now. Come on. Go lay down. I think she's like 11 years old or so, or 12 years old, something like that. She's getting old. So yeah, we got a lot of mud on the wall. I had to do a very wide joint up here and on this side. It's just the way it turned out. So this, when I put this tape on, it wound up really thick by the time it looked nice and flat all the way down. So I spread it out pretty good. But yeah, I did have big plans up here in the stairway, but I'm not going to be getting to that anytime in the near future. So I went ahead and just drywalled it. So yeah, I didn't film that. Sorry about that, but there's not much to it. It's pretty much like all the other drywall we've done. And yeah, it went up pretty easy. And once again, for a place that's not going to see that much attention, it sure is a lot of work. It's just something I've noticed, you know, with quite a few things actually. You know, whether it be the drywall, the trim. Trim's actually a big one on this. Even flooring in many circumstances. Hallways, stairways, things like that. Yeah, it's a heavy traffic area. It doesn't see that much attention, but they take a lot more work. It's just the way it goes. You know, trim, especially because of all the doors, but that's what it is. Like I said, we get it done once, get it done right. So while I'm letting all that set up, I'm not going to worry too much about the bathroom yet. So the bathroom, it's really just patching stuff up, and I got a little wallpaper to remove. There's not much to it, so I'm not that worried yet. I still got, I got to do a finish coat on most of that tape, and I'm probably going to go, probably 2 coats, just because, yeah, I'm probably going to have to go at it again twice, just because, you know, a lot of tight little spaces, going to need touch up and stuff. So between those two, that's when I'm going to hit that bathroom, when I've already got the mud out again. In the meantime, while I'm letting that set up, I got everything I need to get started on these undercab lights. So that's what I want to work on next, because we need that, because we got exposed lines here. We need that prior to getting our electrical inspection. So that's what we're working on right now. Let's get to it. Oh my God. So, this is the last light I have for right now. Unfortunately, we did get all the lights, but one of them came in the wrong size. But that's all right, because it was just going to be daisy chained off of this one, which means that even while we're waiting for the next one to come in, this will not hold us up from passing our inspection. Although it's probably still going to be done before the inspector arrives. There we go. All right, I'm going to step you back, pick up some wires, and we'll do a little bit of a reveal for this one. I'm probably going to turn out all the rest of the lights for it. Let's get it done. All right, so here we go. I've turned out all the lights. I don't know if you can see me in the camera. We're going to throw this on. Got it set low. It's on a dimmer now. Oh yeah. See, this is nice because, you know, if it's late at night, you know, you just want a little bit of light, a nice mood. Yeah, you can work in this. This is great. So let's turn it up, see what happens. See, I love that. I just love that. Now just imagine once the backsplash gets on there and all this is done. Now the cool thing about tiles is once this starts reflecting off the tiles, it's going to add a little bit of effect. It's going to be so cool. I'm loving this. Undercab lights, I like them. I have a thing about lighting. I like having specific lights, you know, and having things well lit. And not just well lit, like super bright, but properly lit. You know, in today's modern age, you know, we've got LEDs. All these lights that I put in, they're all LEDs, and you know, they consume very, very little power. You know, the fact that I'm running all of these off the same circuit, if we were running older bulbs, you know, the old incandescents, this would cost, you know, a little bit of money. But all of these lights all together are the equivalent of a single incandescent bulb, you know, say 10, 15, 20 years ago. So I don't have a whole lot of guilt here. This is a great improvement. And, you know, there's a lot of modern innovations I kind of reject. You know, not so much on principle. I just don't like a lot of the, you know, technology now. I haven't really gotten into it, and I followed behind. But stuff like this I really appreciate and I really like. So, yeah. Well, I think that's definitely going to close up today's video. So I don't think I've done, what do they call it, a CTA, it's a call to action. I don't think I've done one this entire video, but I'm going to do one now because I have noticed in previous videos, when I don't do it, we don't get the likes, we don't get the shares, we don't get the subscribes that we would typically get. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell icon, do what you got to do. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next video. Till then.